Hello, welcome to part 2. This is actually chapter 7, section 4. If you haven't noticed, I'm sticking 2 sections into one lesson here today because I think the first one is easy enough, but now allow me to warn you that this side of the notes is a bit more complicated than the last side because of one symbol that's different. So bear with me, and please, like I said before, I expect pictures and work to be written in your notes, and then we'll deal with whether or not you should be doing them individually between you and me in class. All right, so here's the next question we have. We have 5x plus 4 minus 3x plus 2, but you'll notice that we have a parentheses sign now with a minus sign in front of it. Now that creates a whole new problem that I'm going to try to explain. Well, let's begin with the algebra tiles. So hopefully I can help you understand what's really happening here, because this leads to a lot of problems if you're not careful. Well, what we have is we have 5x plus 4, and then we are taking away from 5x plus 4 3x plus 2. So let's set up this 5x plus 4. And I went ahead and did that to save us some time in the video. So this is 5x, right there is 5x, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5x plus 4. So we have that. Now it means we're going to take away 3x plus 2. Now, as we have used algebra tiles, what I've tried to teach you is that this minus sign in algebra tile world in front of a parentheses, now you might recall with the distributive property, it might be minus 2 times that. Well, the minus sign means that you change the color of these that are in the parentheses when there's a minus sign there. Okay, we've done this in class if you've kept up with things. So instead of putting down 3 blue x's, since it's minus a blue 3 x's, I'm going to put down 3 of the opposite colors. So instead of doing 3 blue x's, I'm going to put 3 red x's. And again, on your page, I'm getting kind of to the bottom of my page here. Let me scroll down to help a little bit. That helps a little bit. So this is minus 3x because it's minus 3x. And then it's minus here, minus plus 2. So that looks like blues, but since it's minus, we're actually going to put down these right here. Okay, so it's quite a bit more confusing because of that minus sign. So if I were going to finish this, well, we have 0 pairs here because the answer is going to be all of this picture combined. So we're looking for 0 pairs. There's a 0 pair. There is a 0 pair. I'm trying to overlap them here so you can see. Here is a 0 pair. Here is a 0 pair. And here is a 0 pair. So all of those that are overlapping, those are just zeros. So you're looking for what is left is the solution, which I'm trying to circle it here with blue, which you can't see all the time because it's matching the color of the rectangle. But it looks like I have 1 here, 2 x's, so it looks like I have 2x, and then it also looks like I have plus 2 here, and there's your plus 2. And that's actually the right answer. So that's how you would work it through with the algebra tiles. Now, this is what's happening, and I want this in your notes as well. Since there's no number right here, you can actually put in the number 1. Would you write the number 1 right there for me, please? And then would you take your pencil and go boom, boom on that 1? It's like plus negative 1. So here's what happens, okay? You have 5x plus 4. So you can write down the 5x plus 4 without the parenthesis. Please do that right underneath the problem just like I did. Keep your tiles off to the right, hopefully. And then right here you have plus negative 1. All right, so when I go take this plus negative 1, negative 1 times 3x, that's negative 3x. Negative 1, negative times positive is negative. Negative 1 times 2 is negative 2. All right, so notice what this became right here. All right, there's your negative 1x, there's your negative 1x, there's your negative 1x. That was this second equation we put down. There's the negative 3x right there that we set up. And then we had negative 2, there's negative 1, and another negative 1 is negative 2. So that's what created this. Now if we just, when we combine the like terms, or made the 0 pairs there, we ended up with 5 plus negative 3x is 2x. And then 4 plus negative 2 is positive 2. So you see the answer there. That's how it works without the tiles right there. Let's quickly move on to number 2 because that took a while, but it's that subtraction. Subtraction, it's evil. It makes our life a little bit harder. We have to understand what's going on with it. Well, let's try this with number 2. if we set up negative 4x minus 6, now notice that doesn't have parentheses, but you know what? It doesn't matter because you just have this right here. You could put parentheses in there. It wouldn't change the question. You have negative 4x minus 6 looks like this. Now you should be hitting pause as this video goes to get the picture down. All right, you got negative 1, negative 2, negative 3, negative 4x, and then negative 6 right there. So it says we're going to take away negative x minus 3. Okay, negative x minus 3, but since there is a minus sign right there, and we're going to stick that 1 in front of it, that means we change these signs of the colors, because it looks like I should be putting down a red x right here, but since that's a negative, we're going to change that sign to a blue x. Okay, so instead of putting down for this right here, instead of putting down a red x, we're going to put a blue, because the subtraction sign in front of it means do the opposite. So you have this, and then instead of putting down 3 reds, we're going to put down 3 blues. All right, here's what just happened, algebra-wise. Okay, without the tiles, this is what just happened. All right, we put this down. We have negative 4x minus 6. Now we went boom, boom right here, plus negative 1. You know what else I should do is this minus 3 is plus negative 3. So we distributed the negative 1. We went negative times negative is positive, plus x. All right, there's my x right there. That's my 1x right there, plus 1x. Negative 1 times negative 3 is plus 3. And that's my plus 3. And you see my mistake? I forgot to put down the third number 1 right there. Sorry about that. That should look a little bit better. Now we're going to simplify. All right. Well, here's what it means. We're going to look for 0 pairs. We have them right here. That one and that one is a 0 pair. These are 0 pairs here, here, and here. Okay, so what does that mean? Let's do the tiles first. That means that's gone, and these are gone. So I'm left with negative 1, 2, 3. I've got negative 3x, and then I have minus 3. And let's see if that's what works out here. Here we have negative 4x plus 1x. Negative 4 plus 1 is negative 3x. Then here you have minus 6. That's plus negative 6, really. Negative 6 plus 3 is minus 3 or plus negative 3. And these are the same things right there. All right. Do me a favor. Hit pause on this question right here, on the next question. Why don't you give the next one a shot, and I will come back with the solution set up, and we'll see if we agree on it. We'll be right back. Hit pause now. Okay, hopefully you've worked out at least the next question, hopefully. And here I'm going to walk you through the solution. First thing I did was set up this first expression right here, this 3x plus 2, which you see on the screen right now. And then the next thing I did, I looked at these two numbers. I realized there was a minus sign. Now I did boom, boom, and stuck the 1 in there. It was minus, parentheses, you can look on your paper. So that means I'm putting down, instead of 2 reds, I'm going to put down 2 blues and 1 red. And then I'm going to look for 0 pairs. Here's one right here, that pair right here. Those cross out basically right there. And I'm left with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Looks like 5x plus 1. What it looks like in algebra terms right here, this negative sign, if we distributed that, it became positive 2x, and there became negative 1, which is exactly what the picture shows. And we have 3x plus 2x is 5x, and 2 plus negative 1 is positive 1. Which is exactly what I have left on my screen. Here's the 5x, and the only thing left is, I'm trying to get this line around it. There we go, right there, because that was a 0 pair with that one right there, 5x plus 1, and that works it out. If you haven't done the next question, go ahead and hit pause and try it. I'm going to just keep talking, and hopefully you've worked it out, or you can just listen to me explain it. X minus 5, I have on the screen x, there's minus 5. All right, it says minus, so I'm going to do the opposite. So I'm going to put down 2 red x's and 1 blue, because the minus sign means to flip it. There we go. Now, if we work this out here, the trick is put the 1 right there, boom, boom. I like to boom, boom that one. Distribute that. Negative times positive is negative 2x. There's your negative 2x with that like term right there. Negative 5 right here, plus that positive 1 right there. Look for 0 pairs, and I've got a 0 pair right here. I've got a 0 pair right here. So that means that these canceled out, These canceled out. I'm left with this, and I'm left with this right here. So if we count it up, it looks like it's negative x minus 4. Let's see if that's what I got over here. I have x, positive 1x plus negative 2x. That's negative 1x. Negative 5 plus 1 is minus 4, and it works out perfectly. All right, bring those notes back to class, and we'll see what you understand and what you don't. As you can see, that second page is a little more complicated, so please be careful with subtraction. Bring your questions to class, and we will get to work on it next time I see you.